Paranormal Central, broadcasting live from Central California with your hosts Jeffrey Gonzalez and Alan Thomas. Broadcasting video worldwide at paranormalcentral.net and broadcasting audio on the .com. Are you ready to witness something you cannot explain?
I'm looking for you. You're looking for me. We have to decide what it will be. Can it be true? Can I believe the unexplained? Look into the sky. You realize you're not alone. Open your eyes. You can find the trails that control.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Paranormal Central, broadcasting live from the bottom left-hand corner of the Nevada Triangle in a city called Fresno, California. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Gonzalez. I am your host for the show. I'm also the founder of a group called the Sanger Paranormal Society. Been investigating the paranormal going over 14 years, so I'm just not up here talking about it. I'm actually living it. We got a team. One member of the team sitting right here to the right-hand side of me, Mr. Alan Thomas.
Hi, everyone. It's good to be here.
And our other member, Elizabeth. She had a little trip this weekend. We're going to tell you about it. Pretty exciting for her. And it's a good reason why she's not here, and we'll tell you in a bit. But welcome, everyone. If this is your first time, where in the heck have you been? We have been broadcasting going on, 9 years now, right here. We broadcast Sundays at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, West Coast time, California time. Live HD quality video with audio. And if you are busy on Sundays or miss our show, you can always go back to the archives at our YouTube channel at Paranormal Central. Go and find it. We have a lot of shows there. If you want to go back and view them, you're more than happy to.
You know what else?
What?
Roku. If y'all own a Roku, you can go on to Roku and then type in the search in a account search, Paranormal Central, and it'll bring you up to our page with all the shows and everything. And
Page in live stream, you mean, or no?
No, live stream. So you
But now there's only like 4 shows there, or 5 shows.
and all the ones that there's a bunch in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But you can watch it live on your Roku, so you can sit back in your big recliner and go in live stream, search Paranormal Central channel, and it'll come up, and we're live. We're also live.
Wow. Okay.
In the live
so
stream.
you can watch it on your TV set.
Yep.
If you're connected to the internet. We just purchased a couple of TVs not so long ago, and I think you as well,
Yep.
where your TV wireless onto your internet router, and you actually have Roku, Netflix, and all those on there.
Right.
So you can go on there and watch it live if you want. So that's cool.
It's way cool, but you can be like laying back and,
And see us in HD if you have an HD.
Instead of
TV.
sitting there like with this
Yeah.
or your phone or a little computer monitor.
Right. So, all right. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for showing up on a Sunday evening. I appreciate it. I know you probably have better things to do, but not. This is the place to be, right here. So let me tell you, if you weren't here last week, you missed our announcement of our new team member, Mrs. Elizabeth Rose. She had a little trip planned for her this weekend. Her and her boyfriend went to Disneyland. And he proposed to her last night at Disneyland, at the park, and it was a special. She set something up that was really cool, I think, with candles and rose petals near the Pirates of the Caribbean or something of the castle or something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
So Bree didn't, or Elizabeth didn't know about it. We sort of kind of knew about it because he was saying that she might not be here next weekend. We go, why? And she was telling Diane or Cheryl in the house about, well, I'm going to propose to her on Saturday night, and I'm all, whoa. So that's why she's not. I think either they're back or they're probably now going, back into the parents' house, and they're probably celebrating or whatever. But that's the reason why she's not here. So she's off the market already, and I think he's a smart man because I'm going to make her a star, basically, and I've already told her that. So things are now moving right along for us. And she'll be here next week for sure, so she can go ahead and tell everybody what happened. We can probably show some pictures that were taken of them with him proposing. Where, I don't know exactly where on at the park itself, but there is pictures on the internet, actually on Facebook, on her wall, if you haven't seen them yet. So she'll be here next week.
I think you can follow her too.
Oh yeah,
she has
Elizabeth Rose. She has an actual site, so you can go and like her page and follow her. Again, Elizabeth Rose, and I know you guys already know what she looks like, and go for it and go like her page and follow her. And I think there's some pictures on there of the whole thing. And I know it's a little dark because he did it at night, and I think he had somebody videotaping it with a cell phone or something. But there you go. So congratulations, Elizabeth and Robbie, and she'll be here next week to talk about that. So okay, let's continue. Well, before we start, let's go ahead, and I got some great news. It looks like we got the date, not the date. Yeah, almost the date, but the channel that we're going to be on is Central California, and hopefully national. It's going to take a little bit of time to continue, but the CW network here in Fresno, California, the last year when we were on for 9 episodes, they gave us the Sunday at 12 o'clock midnight.
Right.
Well, looks like they're going to be giving us the Saturday 12 o'clock midnight slot.
Yes.
Okay, guys, that's an hour show at 12 o'clock midnight on Saturday.
And Saturday's perfect.
And so we'll be going up against Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
But you know what? Who cares? Because we're going to kick your ass.
Yeah.
You guys have to understand, I got a hell of a production crew now that they are so freaking excited about my project that it's going to be kick-ass 44 minutes. All right?
Plus, all you guys that I know what's in your head right now, we're going to watch the show. We are going to have the podcast still.
Right.
In fact, they insisted.
Yeah. Now, as far as the TV show, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to put it on the internet. I'm not sure yet at this point in time, but I think the guys here in the network are going to relay the information of us providing them with 26 episodes, and I think it's going to go to different markets around the United States. So, and I know it's going to be piss a lot of people off because all you guys want to watch the show. I know you do. I just don't know where and what point at this time. So just give us a little time to figure out what the production crew is going to do, where they're going to place it, so all of you guys can visually see it. But there's going to be a lot of time and effort put into this. Thank God, finally, as Alan was saying before we started, we've got a major team now. Writers, set designers, reenactment, special effects, all that kind of stuff. So the stories the killer stories that we're going to present on the TV show, they want to do reenactments. So that way you guys can see exactly what the person who witnessed whatever it was, you can see it out of his eyes, the way it happened that day or that night. So we're going all out, you guys. I can't wait. We're going to start filming probably here in the next week or so. It's nonstop. I mean, it's. I'm excited. I am really excited. Finally, it is going to happen. I think 2017 is going to be our year. So I can't wait. All right. Well, if you guys follow me on Facebook or follow the teaser or whatever, Christina sent me. It was August the 15th of this year. We went up to the second spot. I'm just going to say it's near the Wishon area. And Christina from the Tule Res, one of our team members, Robert, and myself, we went. Alan couldn't go that day because he was sick. So we went, and nothing happened when we were there. We arrived. I gaffed the trees, got the SD cards, got all the pictures, downloaded them on the laptop, and we didn't see anything. We went through the pictures, and we just did not see anything. Now, Christina, she had a cell phone or a video camera of some type, and what she would do, and I remember seeing her do it, she would just put up her camera, and she would just videotape like this and go all the way around like this, 360, and that's it. And I guess the reason why she did that is when she would go home, she would look at it and view it and see if she got anything. Well, back then, a couple of months ago, I remember her sending me a photograph, and I didn't quite think anything much of it until another friend of ours, Adrian, who was watching that show, that when we showed us up there, we showed the pictures of the cameras when Christina was there, blah blah blah, and as a matter of fact, that was the same night that we had Rhonda Moorhead on. Okay, that was the same show. At the very end of the interview with Rhonda, I showed you the photographs on the SD cards of that day, and there was nothing. We didn't see anything. Well, lo and behold, Mr. Adrian texted me like last week and said, hey, I was watching this show, which was the Rhonda Moorhead show, and I was looking at the pictures, and you guys got some stuff. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he took some snapshots of the video, and he started sending them to me. And I'm going, holy crap, how did we miss that? And I was like, are you kidding me? And then that's matter of fact, it was almost, and then I sent those to Christina, and then Christina said, well, don't you remember I took that video and took a snapshot and I sent it to you? So she actually sent me the video of the thing she caught. And I'm going, are you kidding me? So you're telling me this thing was there watching us do whatever we were doing? All right, there was something watching us at both locations at that spot, and we got it on film, and she got it on video. So I want to show you first what she sent me. So let's go ahead and go there. Okay, so she sent me this, and at first, when she sent it to me a couple of months ago, I'm going, okay, it could be a tree, whatever. But guys, people were people were saying, look, and I'm pretty sure you guys can see this. I'm gonna go ahead and, all right, well, you know what? Let me put it back to normal. There's a leg, there's another leg, and there's the arm, but. Okay, look at this. I didn't catch this because that's just me. I'm an idiot. But look all around, and all this is just greenery. This is all leaves, trees, the forest. But if you look right here,
it's Frankenstein.
I don't know what to say about that. So part of the body is in the shadows, and his head is in the sun, because that's what you're looking at. But some guy who left a comment said, hey, that looks like a military dude with a gun, holding a gun, and standing there watching you guys, because he can see the crew cut on this guy's head. And I'm all, I don't think... What is that? Do you guys see that? You guys see, there's the body. Yeah. And then peeking out of, I guess this is like tree branch with leaves. And then you have this. I think I see almost the nose bridge there and his right eye. But is that his forehead? And that can't be a crew cut because that head doesn't look natural to me. That like you said, that looks like freaking Frankenstein's head. So let me show. Let me.
Right in front of Frankenstein is the creature from the Black Lagoon's head.
This thing?
Yeah, all
whatever.
laid back like that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And then right above that is a giant baby.
Okay. All right. So let's go. Let's go to the video. This is what Christina sent me, and she's moving awfully fast. Okay. I'm gonna let it go all the way through, and then I'm gonna stop it and pause it where this thing was standing and watching us. That's me right there. Okay. So now it's gonna go again. Boom. There it is right there. She passed it because she didn't see it. She was just videotaping. There's me. I had my climbing gear. I was going to go and climb this rock. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to stop it right where this thing is standing. Right there. But you have to get it so perfect to take that snapshot. Oh, see, I passed it. Wait, Tom. Oops, I passed it again. Ah. Oh. I'm trying, guys. Oh. Oh, man, I hit it, but... All right.
So that's why I didn't see it. Because it's going so fast.
It's going so fast. Man.
I think you can grab that little circle right there and just move it where you want it.
No.
There it is. Yeah,
I almost had it there.
Just move the little circle back like a little knot right there.
Oh, come on, Jeff. See what I'm trying to...
Right there.
Oh, I know why I'm missing it. I know exactly why I'm missing it.
There it comes.
Well,
right there.
see, and you have to get it so perfect in order to move it and stuff. But anyway, that's where it's at. All right, I'm gonna let it go. So okay, so here, I'm gonna say something where it's at right there. All right, so obviously she took this video. It was on her personal video camera or cell camera. I'm not sure what it was, and she was able to take a snapshot off her computer and send it to me. And that's it. But at this point, I'm still blown away because that head is not right to me at all. That's not a normal head to me, if that's what we're looking at. You guys agree? I didn't catch that before because I thought it was just leaves, but that's a Frankenstein's head. I don't get that.
Looks just like Frankenstein's head.
Yeah, it does, and that's why it just doesn't make any sense to me at all.
I mean, it's so flat on top I could put my coffee.
Right, exactly. It's so flat on top. I don't think that's a crew cut, guys, because heads are round. Mm-hmm. You follow me? And maybe it's just because of the light, but
it could be a hat, some type of hat.
No,
There's no bill or anything, so.
Some guys were saying that's a military dude with a gun.
Looks like it.
Huh?
Kind of does look like there's a gun under there, but it's hard to tell. But you would see him. You know what I mean? Like, you would be able to see the guy.
Yeah, I mean, we were
only like 20 feet away from him.
No, it was farther than that.
Was it?
Yeah, but I don't know. We didn't see anybody there. There was no vehicles. There was nobody there. And if it was a guy,
maybe he shapeshifts.
If it was a guy, and he saw me put up that camera way up there, he would have stole it. He would have took it. Now, So let's go to that same camera, which is right there. This is the same area. Even Adrian spotted this.
See, a little bit, I kind of think it might be pareidolia. Or is that how you say it?
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. Okay. But check this out. Adrian's, because this camera here took a picture of it maybe just shadows or whatever, and then right after that, this shows up.
See, now that one I saw on the thing,
Mm-hmm.
that would be a small one though.
Yeah. And he's like peeking around the tree because he sees the camera.
And it actually disappears. Like when she first pans through there, it's not there.
No,
You know,
no,
or
this
something like that.
no, this is the camera on the tree.
Oh,
This
really?
this is this is not her. This is totally something different. This is
Oh, well then her when she scans over,
uh-huh.
she's scanning almost the same area.
No,
It's
no,
not
no,
there.
no. This
No?
is a totally different area. This
Oh, okay.
this is where I placed all the fruits down here at the very bottom,
Oh,
and something
okay.
kept taking them and all that.
Right.
But that I don't know. Is that a shadow?
Probably.
Shadow of a
Because I
what?
mean, you walk right by that, coming into that spot.
Well, yeah. So I don't know, but he caught that. So then he caught something interesting that I have to actually play the video. So let's go ahead and go not there. Let's go there. Okay. All right. So this was the Rhonda show. And Adrian again spotted something. So I'm going positive. Okay, so here's Christina, there's Robert, and there's me and Robert's dog. I was, I guess I might have came down already or whatever, but Adrian spotted something over here. Now, I'm going to play the tape. I'm going to play the video. This is the video now, okay? This is the video of the August 15th show. And you're going to see something as we are there moving around, the camera is taking photographs. And Adrian spotted within 3 pictures, one right after the other, something was right here, and then it moved up here, and then moved over here. Ready? Here we go. In 33 seconds. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Boom.
Oh, I saw it.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Now let me go back. There we go. Okay, so it's at 33 seconds, so I'm going to stop it. It's going to be right here. 31, 32, 33. One more.
It looks like a tree went into the middle of it.
Okay, but see, but it moves.
Yeah, it
The
does.
next picture, watch, stop.
What the heck?
Now it's over here. You see it? And it's black. Boom, it's gone.
What the heck?
Okay, so let's go back again. I'm way too much. Let me go to 209, 33. Okay, we're at 23. Here we go. So at 209, 33, when you see him, she moved 3 times. Watch, she goes like this. Boom, 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 right there. Boom, boom, boom. Did you see him?
Yeah. And we need to hire somebody that can just look at videos with eyes like that.
All right, let's try this again. But the only problem is I don't see Robert. Now, is that Robert over there? I don't think it is because this guy's all black and skinny. Ready? Boom, boom, boom. You see him? I mean,
Yeah.
he had legs. I mean, whatever it is, the dude had legs and looked like he was walking around. Trust me when I say, you guys, no one else was there. No one else was there but us. Let me go back right there. Okay, so remember at 209.33. So at 27, here it is. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Oh, I stopped it. Perfect. There it is. See that?
It's almost like it steps out too. It
Yeah,
doesn't,
exactly.
It doesn't come from anywhere else.
Exactly. Looked like it. Ooh, okay. So it might have been there and it stepped out one leg. Now I'm going to play it and pause it really quick. You see it. It moves from there back over here again, and then it moves over to here in 3 pictures. Ready?
It's already moved in.
So it moved. It's over here someplace.
Yeah.
And now the next pause, I'm going to stop it. It's going to be right in here. Ready? There he is.
Dude, there's something else too.
What?
It when it moves in behind that, you see like a gray something way at the top of the tree. Watch when.
Okay, so let me go back. 209. Okay, it's probably too far. Past it right. Okay, so I have to, this is where I have to stop. Okay, so here we go again. So look right in here. I'm circling it with my arrow. All right. 33, 2, 1. Boom, boom, boom. Gone. See how it went? It went boom, boom, boom. Gone.
Yeah. And that would be heading back towards where the cars are.
Now, could that be Robert?
Could.
Because Robert is
Could.
not in any of those shots.
Could be.
But
he looks bigger than Robert.
Robert was wearing white. This was all black. Now, let me pause this real quick. And let me go. Because, let's see, was it here? Dang
Let's
it.
see what everybody's saying here.
See, you can't see it. It's pixelated. Okay, here you can sort of kind of... Yeah, it's just too pixelated, so we can't really make out what is it. So let me go back to the video. All right, so we are at 209.11. We need to go to 33. All right, 22. All right, here we go again, guys. 29, 30, 3, 2, 1.
Did you see that?
Well, of course I saw it.
On the left, watch the left side though.
What do you mean?
Something comes out
Over here?
way up high in the tree before the person steps out or the thing steps out. It's like, looks like a big box.
What? All right, here we go.
See that?
Where? Right here?
Yeah.
No, that's the thing coming out. That's the thing coming this way.
Oh, is
So,
it?
so it went this way, it went around, and it moved in. That's what it did. And you can see the legs. This time it's like, I could stand up and do the pose for you. But hopefully I can stop
Okay.
it. Watch. 27, 28, 29, 30. 3, 2, 1. Boom, boom. Oh.
Dude, I wonder we can't use those little brackets, huh? To zoom in on it.
I don't know where the brackets are now. They're not here.
Hmm.
I see what you're saying. But you know what I can do though? I can zoom in this way. Hold on. 209.52. Okay, let me back it up. It's always there. So that's cool. Okay, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33. Boom, boom, boom. Got it. All right. So let me...
Oh, cool.
Shoot, I can't zoom in. But can you guys see me? I'm at the bottom left-hand corner. Hold on. So we like this.
Let me try something.
Like this.
Let me try something. Let's see if I can do
That's the video. Oh, you know what though? Hold on. Oh, whoa. Time out. Hold on. Let me go there. Let me go there. Let me go there. Let me go.
Zoom in right there.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, cool. All right, that'll work.
Okay, so now I can. Okay, cool. There we go. All right.
Sweet.
All right. So, do I have it where you guys can see me? Can you guys see it? Hold on. Let me minimize this real quick. Shoot. Yep. Second. Okay, we're cool there. So let me get out of there. Let me go there. That's I can't zoom any more than that. Boom. Now, so how is it? Okay, I'm going to look on the iPad right now and see how it comes up, so that way you guys can. Oh, and then I gotta zoom in after that too. Hold on.
We're like 2 minutes behind on this.
Man.
So.
That sucks.
I'll when it gets there, I'll. Oh, here we go. Ooh.
Okay, so we're okay. So I'm working on it right now. I'm watching the video right now for you guys on the iPad to see exactly.
It's off center a little bit. I
oh,
noticed the little mouse was looking off.
I should be able. I think it's. I should fix it right now. I think. Or maybe because your chat, it's blocking. No, it can't be. No, it can't be. So you guys. No. That can't be right. Is that what you guys are looking at right now?
Yeah.
Then why? That doesn't sound right to me at all. How can I zoom in for you guys then? Shoot. Oh. Hold on. Now it's still. Okay, now it's not working the way we want it to, guys. Sorry. So let me just put all this back. And let's just go back to the full video. All right. Okay. So let me go to. We passed it. So let me go back again. Okay, here we go. So we are at again 2:09:25. Okay, at 33 seconds, it's when it appears. 30, 31, 32, 33. Boom, boom, boom. And then it's gone. I don't know. What do you guys think? See, it's
still.
Why is it doing that? You guys can't. You guys can't see that, huh?
No.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna have to.
Well, I mean, we can now. It's catching up.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, we're way behind.
Got it. So I don't know what that was. Adrian spotted it. It definitely had arms and legs. But could that have been Robert? Because I don't see Robert in the frame at all. And I don't know. I don't know if that was Robert or not. I think now Robert's dog would have been with him if that thing. I didn't see another object next to it. Okay. So I don't know. Let me go back.
Very intriguing.
What the hell? Oh. I don't know, guys. I really don't know what to tell you.
That's another one I can play with. I downloaded a video program where I can like zoom in on them and slow them down to real slow motion and stuff. I wanted to do the white Bigfoot that we got.
Right.
And I'll do this one too.
We need to go back to the white Bigfoot and recreate that to see how big that was.
Before we even show that again, we need to do that.
Yeah, and this time we need to take the film crew with us.
Yes.
So that way we can validate the size of this thing.
Right.
All right, we're gonna watch it again, guys. And I'm gonna try to stop it on the first one. 3, 2, 1.
Got it.
See, and there. Is that the whole leg?
If it is, it's a tall leg.
It's very tall. Whatever it is, it's behind.
It's like almost as tall as you.
Maybe even taller. Now, if it was there,
I mean, the leg is as
if
tall
it was
as you.
Robert, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, okay, I'm gonna. See,
It's big,
and
dude. It's way up in the top of the tree.
No, it's not. It's on the floor. It's on the ground.
Oh, I know, but I mean, it's up there. Like it's.
Well, no.
I know he's behind the tree, but
I can see it's bending its leg,
and
I can see there's his arm, and his torso is. It looks like a stick man. So what it's looking like to me, it looked like a freaking stick man. And obviously, we're not paying attention to it. See, when we're looking down, Christina's looking at her camera, whatever. I'm looking at my climbing gear, and it's not whatever it is, it's not registering to us. It's like we don't see it
or hear it, or it's Robert, and you already know that. And, you know.
I don't know where Robert was. Did I send him to the truck to get something? Okay, 25. Because see, there he is. Okay, we're at 26, 27, 28, 29.
Wouldn't you
30.
think, though, that you'd see him already, though?
If
you know what I mean? Like,
why would he go around like that? If I don't know.
He would have been in the wide open the whole time.
Okay,
like
well.
In the other pictures before you start seeing him, you'd think you'd already see him, you know, moving over to there.
True.
Just all of a sudden, out of the middle of all these pictures, here's this thing.
Right. Okay, well, if you guys want to go do your own investigations, it's on YouTube. It's the Rhonda Moorhead and her dad Moorhead August 15th show. There it is. It's at 2:09:33 seconds. 2:09:33 seconds is where that thing moves. Boom, boom, boom. So if you guys want to go check that out later on and see if you can take snapshots and figure out what it is, that's what our fans are here for. Go for it. See if you can figure it out. More power to you. But there you go. I wanted to show you that because I think, of all the pictures that we have, maybe we really do need to go back and just analyze every single one that we do have. Because, I mean, I didn't see
thousands of them.
Yeah,
too,
and I didn't see that. I did not see that.
Me either.
So I don't know what to tell you guys.
I mean,
but seriously,
we're in the like 10,000 pictures.
Yeah.
Off these game cameras.
Okay.
I mean, tons of deer and everything.
Right. So, okay. Well, let's go ahead. Oops. What the hell happened there? Let's go ahead and continue on. Was that a Bigfoot? I'm not going to say yay or nay.
Something.
It's something there. We didn't see it. Again, we were by ourselves. There was no one else there. All right, you guys? Trust me when I say that. All right. Let's go ahead and continue on. Did you know, John Glenn? I guess John Glenn was in Antarctica recently.
Somebody else was too.
Well, John Kerry. John Kerry was
another astronaut, and they took him out.
Well, Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, Buzz Aldrin
died. Now, I don't know exactly where he was, but it's kind of odd that 2 astronauts recently either got sick or passed away. Buzz Aldrin passed away.
I heard he was up there too. And he even said something to the effect.
Well, and I think, something that it's evil and we're all going to die.
Right.
They're saying that was a lie that started on before its news conspiracy website. There's no validity to that.
Well,
So I don't know.
supposedly he tweeted it and then took it down.
Yeah, that's could be. I didn't see it. No, actually, I saw the tweet, but it could be made up.
Right.
I'm not sure. But it's kind of odd that, excuse me, John Kerry and John Glenn, John Glenn were in Antarctica for some reason. And they don't know why. And then all of a sudden, I started seeing videos and pictures of these tunnels and all this kind of stuff. So when something like that happens, you have people now want to add to the conspiracy.
Right.
So they start making things up. Why? So they can get views.
Right.
And
it's all about hits.
It's all about hits. And hits, it makes money. That's the whole idea. So when something like this comes around, then you start seeing all kinds of theories and stuff all over the internet, and you don't know if what is true now anymore from where it all started. But I just found it kind of interesting that two of the astronauts that are the last ones that we have, one died and one gets very sick and gets and I think he had to get airlifted out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
I heard that's now, like, in other research that I do on this planet that's coming into our solar system, and it's actually another solar system coming in to our solar system. It's not just a planet coming in. This thing has moons, it has its own sun, and it's coming through. I heard on some of the websites that I go to on that's what they were going there for. You could actually see it coming there.
Oh, in Antarctica.
Yeah,
you can see
they
it.
have to use infrared. It's in the infrared spectrum, but you can see the sun, and they say the thing is roiling hot, and it should be like coming through this month. It's supposed to go around the sun, and it'll take 115 days, and starting this month.
And if that's the case, there's going to be a lot of chemtrailing going on.
Yeah.
Because if they're trying to block this away from all of us to witness it, there's going to be a lot of chemtrailing.
One of the things that makes me believe more what I'm saying is the earthquakes. Like, how many did we have the other day?
We just had an 8. Oh, it knocked it down to 7.8, but that's the Solomon Islands. And then we had a 6.8
off California.
Off of California. That's the biggest one yet.
I mean, they had like an aftershock of 5.8 or something like that up there in Solomon Islands. I mean, those are big aftershocks.
Yeah, they're big.
Okay, now what's really, this thing, when it comes through, it's going to be picking up speed. It's only going to take like 4 minutes for it to actually go do the damage that it's going to do as it passes the Earth. It's going to lock onto the Earth, and our planet will lock into it, and as it goes by, it's going to drag the Earth, like make it switch, and that's going to make a pole shift, and supposedly pull the oceans and everything. I mean, it's going to make like total disaster. Okay. Once it goes by, it's going to go heading out. Okay. Then we're going to go through the tail of it, and that, I heard, that is even worse than the actual damage that it's going to do, because it's like,
Had all the debris.
yeah, and it has a lot of iron oxide. So that means it all, like what Mars is all iron oxide, so it's the red planet.
If that's the case, that's pretty much describing the movie with Bruce Willis, the not asteroid. Come on, Jeff. What's the name of that movie, you guys? Where they have to land on the meteor or the asteroid, because it's basically iron is what it is, and they have to drill into the iron. That's what you're talking about right now.
Yeah, well, that's going to make
Armageddon. Thank you, Armageddon.
It's supposedly supposed to make, I mean, biblically, it matches the biblical narrative in the Bible perfect. I mean, it's going to make a third of the ocean dead, a third of the humans dead, a third of the green earth dead. As it goes in between the sun and the earth, and that's when it's going to do a lot of damage. It's going to darken the sun to the earth for 3 days.
Great.
Because we'll be in the shadow. It's 5 or 10 times bigger than the earth, and the way everything's moving, see, everybody would like it's just going to blow past, but not really. The way everything's moving, it's going to block it for a little while, and it's going to take 3 days for us to come out of the shadow of it from the sun. So I mean, this is all like documented. You guys go on Google and read up on this stuff. I mean, it's not a matter of has it ever done it before. It has, and we have proof. I mean, there's proof that it comes around like every 3,600 years, and they have history of it written in Egypt and Japan and all over. I mean, India, they all have documents, talking about this thing and what it looks like, and supposedly if we don't get it this year, December, we have 1 year. And
I heard 2017. I heard it's going to hit 2017.
It would be December of 2017. But they've been knowing about it for a long time. Right. I mean, in '83 they started talking about it. Before that, it was front cover. It was on Time magazine and Popular Science and all the big magazines, like in the 50s and 60s when they first found it. And you're estimating it was moving 35,000 miles an hour or something like that. Okay, now they're saying then all of a sudden they blacked it out. Blacked it out of the star maps. They blacked it totally out. So nobody from 83 on has been able to really look at it. Only they are looking at it. In fact, they're saying that, what's that telescope, the Hubble? The Hubble's job, that's why they put the Hubble there, was so that they could keep tabs on that. And now the Hubble's blacked out. You can't, it used to be you could go and look on the Hubble and see what you can't do that anymore. Everything's all locked out. Just like they locked out the ISS. You can't look at the live feed. You can, but it has such a delay that they can edit. It used to be live, but too many things, like the Soho one, it's a stereo satellites looking at the sun for CMEs and stuff like that. It shows this planet coming in. Well, now they have that, like that used to be you could watch it live. Now you can't watch it live. You're getting clips that are already been edited and they airbrush the thing out, but you can find pictures of it there before they started airbrushing it. So the big thing is now, from the people that saw it and were watching it, how close is it now? Nobody knows, because it picks up speed as it goes towards the sun. There's just all these factors, so they don't know. They can't tell if it's this year, next year, but they do know it's here. I mean, we're seeing the effects.
So much things going on right now as far as, and I'm not going to say the weather or earthquakes. Who knows if we've had earthquakes like this before? But now with the apps and social media and internet, we can now know when a major earthquake hits. Before, Solomon Islands is like, if one 9.0 would hit over there, like in the 80s, we would know. We would know.
Yeah.
There was no reason to tell us. Word would never get out. The media, they just say, the media don't say anything, and they wouldn't say anything, and we would not know.
Unless there was a tsunnami or something, they wouldn't say nothing.
Right. But now, I have apps that tell me, but kind of weird that this 8.0 in the Solomon Islands, they downgraded it a couple of points, and it was like to the 7.8. So that the government could be doing that, downgrading it just to make it sound like it wasn't that big. But we are getting some big earthquakes lately. The one off of California, that's a scary one. 8 That's a pretty good one, guys.
Yeah, well,
So
if you read about them, they're displacing Earth. I mean, like ground is popping up. You know what I mean? Like jumping up like 8 or 9, 10 feet.
Right.
You know, like, and then they have the earthquake. During the earthquake, it's popping up. It's
all right.
Interesting.
Yep. So a couple of weeks, actually, well, about a month ago, maybe less than that, I was talking about conspiracy theories where I mentioned something about the emails and WikiLeaks and Julian Assange and something that WikiLeaks said that got out about possible child trafficking, pedophilia with a lot of the higher ups, the Illuminati and all that. And we I kind of mentioned Pizzagate way back then.
Pizzagate?
Yeah. And no one really knew what that was. Then all of a sudden now everybody's talking about it. As a matter of fact, this particular pizza place, and I want to say it's in New York, but don't quote me on that. Some guy went in with an AR-15 and started shooting up the place about 3 days ago or 4 days ago. And they asked him, why did you do that? And it's because, well, this is a place where the internet's talking, social media, about Pizzagate, about the nasty paintings that are on the wall that are describing child pornography and all that. So he went in with an AR-15, and they didn't kill him. He was able to talk him out and throw down the weapon, and they took him in. But what's weird, though, right now is if you're watching the media and social media, they're talking about fake news. They are right now, because of the recount that's going on. It's the recount is failing on the other side, because you know how they're trying to get the recount done in Pennsylvania, and I think Michigan and Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken, and they're losing big time. It's not working out. But what I am hearing, though, is all of the media, and I'm saying like ABC, NBC, CNN, MSNBC, they're trying to tell everybody that Pizzagate is not real. It's all just fake news. But it's blowing me away that they're actually spending time trying to tell you that Pizzagate is just a fake news that was put out.
So they're like debunking it.
Well, they can't debunk it, because how do you debunk Pizzagate? They're just saying that it's bull, S-H-I-T, and it's fake news. Don't listen to it. It's just fake. But it's like this. When was the last time you remember our government working so hard to convince you a conspiracy was fake? And they're out there right now.
That's funny.
Trying to do that.
Yeah, they are.
They're trying to persuade you guys that don't listen to what you guys are reading on Facebook, social media, because it's just fake.
But at the same time, they're pushing that the Russians, the Russians are the ones that, got into the voting system and messed up and actually.
Well, they're saying that the Russians interfered.
Right.
But
like trying to crash websites.
Well, when they say interfere, now, for the people who are the sheeples and don't know what that means, when the media says that the Russians interfered with the election process, right now they're thinking, oh my God, they got into the computer systems and gave Trump all these extra votes, and that's how he won.
No.
Oh, that's exactly what everybody's thinking.
Right, yeah. They're making it sound like
They're
that.
making it sound like that, okay? But what actually happened, which I don't think happened, but this is what I think happened, but I don't think happened. But anyways,
what they want you to believe.
Yeah, is that the Russians hacked Hillary's emails on her server that was in her basement, and gave Julian Assange all of those emails. And with that, they were able to persuade a majority of the conservative or Republicans or even people on the left to say, wow, Hillary is really dirty. I am not voting for her. I'm going to vote for Trump. If it wasn't for those emails, to be honest, you guys, I don't know where the election, how it would have came out, because those emails really did a number on Hillary. They did. I mean, a lot of people saw and read those emails and said, oh my God, how am I supposed to vote for her? Well, the media is trying to tell you that it was the Russians, but it doesn't matter. All the information on those emails were true.
Right.
So who cares? It's not like the Russians made it up. It's not like, they're the ones who made all this up. All they did, if they did it, I don't think so. I think it was our own government.
I think so too.
I think our own CIA, NSA, DOJ, FBI were the ones who actually got into the emails and gave Julian the information, and he released them because they did not want Hillary in office. I really believe that, guys. I think it was our own agencies did not want Hillary.
Well, our agencies had come under fire. I mean, they were being fired for their opinion. If their opinion or what their belief wasn't lining up with Democrats, they're getting fired. That was generals. That was anybody in any FBI, CIA, judges, you name it. If you didn't line up with their way of thinking, then you're out. So that everybody was looking at it as they're changing the United States to be in their line of thinking, right? And which would mean that all women and men use the same bathrooms. Your kid goes to the bathroom with the little girls, and little girls goes. I mean, all these things. You know what I mean? These ideals that most everybody doesn't really. I mean, they're going too far.
Right. Let me
I know they're going way too far.
I'm gonna go to my Facebook really quick, because I want to show you some stuff. Because a lot of people who aren't friends with me on Facebook will then fake. Yeah, I know how to do that.
I don't think the Russians did anything. I
really don't.
I know for a fact that for a long time, our country, the CIA and the FBI and everybody's been collecting all of our data. And I mean everybody's data. Washington's data, your data, my data. Anybody that uses the internet, even worldwide, they have been collecting that. And I think they're just trying to put the onus on Russia as the ones doing this stuff when really it's us.
Right. Well, I believe that totally. I think, again, I can't get into it for some reason. So, I think our government is doing it. Now, I have I actually took January the 20th off, inauguration day, and no, it's not because I want to see, President Trump become president. There is going to be a lot of SHIT going on that day, guys. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening, and I want to be on the front row to see it in front of the TV, because I think some major stuff is going to go down. A lot of people don't want Trump in there. So what is going to happen? I think some crazy stuff is going to happen, man. I don't know what is, but I tell you, if you guys can take that day off, I would suggest to take the day off.
Well, I know he's ticking off a lot of people. I mean, the very first pick when he hired that general. Oh, man.
Mad Dog?
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, a lot of even Democrats like it. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody is totally against bringing the United States back to the supreme power that it was. Because they've done everything in their power to tear us down. We don't have guns. We don't have, It's a weird thing. They'll go and sell guns down in Mexico and other places, thousands of them, but you can't have one. Right? They don't want you to have one, but it's okay to go sell a whole bunch of them down in Mexico, you know. I never could understand that part.
Right.
You know, they want all the bad guys to have them, and maybe they want them to kill all the good guys. I don't know.
Holy mackerel. Okay. So, you know what? Anybody want to call in? Anybody want to call in? I got the phone. If you don't know what our phone number is, it's area code 559-287-8367. Let me get it plugged in for you. 287-8367. Area code 559-287-8367. Anybody want to call in and talk? Go for it. It's 7 o'clock, so let's go ahead and just take callers from now until 8 o'clock.
You know, like, I heard Assange actually got arrested.
We haven't heard from him lately, so I don't know where he's at.
I was reading this big old thing where he got arrested, and then they took over, and a lot of the emails towards the end were actually done by the DNC, the releases, and they were saying they already had him somewhere in Charlotte, North Carolina, and facing charges.
That I couldn't tell you. But I'm going to give the phone number one more time. Area code 559-287-8367. And I just remembered there's a 2-minute delay. So that's why.
Bernie's an idiot, dude. Whoever you are, JM. Bernie's an idiot.
Bernie Sanders?
Yeah, whatever. The guy that ran for president.
Yeah.
And then he was like the worst puppet ever.
He was bought out by Hillary. Hillary either had something on him or gave him some money to bow out.
Well, I think they put him in there and then they took him out, and it was like the whole thing was set up. You know what I mean? Him running and the whole thing. You know, I think it was all a big ruse.
Huh. Wonder why.
I
Well,
don't know.
that was taking, votes away. Well, I don't know.
Well, they were hoping it would bring everybody all to Democrat, and then when he went out, all the votes would go to Hillary, but it didn't work.
All right. So let me talk let me tell you about our first episode for TV. The first episode is we are going to do the first episode on Bigfoot. Why Bigfoot? Well, it just so happens that's a very hot topic right now. Let me tell you what we're going to have in there. I'm actually going to have David Ragosa, who's going to come in for a couple of segments on the TV show. I'm going to introduce you to him, and we're going to talk about the day we met in 2007 to, probably last year is the last time or a couple of years ago now, since the last time we've actually been together as far as up camping. But I want him to tell you how it all began, with him and I in 2007. And then what we're going to do is each show is an hour long or 44 minutes. We're going to have him a couple of segments, which is 7. We have 7 segments, 6 or 7. 7 minutes per segment, 7 segments long. So that equals about 44 minutes. We're actually going to have the farmer, Keith. And you guys remember we had Keith in here. Well, they're going to reenact his sighting on his property with the 5 Bigfoots and the military personnel. We are also going to reenact the 2 kids that saw the Bigfoot going into that sticker bush shrub or whatever it was. They're going to do a reenactment of that as well. I'm also going to see if I can get a hold of that one other kid who spotted the other 5 right around the corner from those kids. I'm going to see if he's still there, if he still works for, that.
Yeah, hopefully he still lives there.
Hopefully he still lives there.
Yeah.
If he is, then I'm going to see if we can get a hold of him. He has a cast that he has of that one Bigfoot print that I've showed before on here. And hopefully he'll let us borrow that so we can show it on the TV show. But that's the whole episode for that first episode is going to be about Bigfoot. And then we're going to do either a next one's going to be UFOs and then ghost. And then from there on, it's just going to be sporadic. You know, we're going to have, we have so much stuff that we can talk about. You know, the production crew that was in here, they're just blown away that I have so much stuff. And again, it's because we're out there. You know, because of my 24-hour hotline, we're able to get these cases and get evidence and get these people who want to tell me stuff.
And I run into a lot of people in town that watched the show when it was on CW, the 9 episodes, and they lost us, right? And now they found us, and there's a whole bunch of them that would love to tell their stories. At least that's what they're telling me. UFO sightings up the wazoo here recently around here. In fact, I heard of several just recently.
That's one thing I haven't been getting is UFO sightings. I haven't. Nobody's been calling me, Jeff, there's this light, go, southwest or whatever, and I just have not been getting those calls. And you guys have to remember.
Though we have.
Well, yeah. So far, it's been pretty exciting on the Bigfoot side, but and that's why I need to introduce you guys to David Ragosa, because again, I'm going to be honest. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be talking about Bigfoot. I wouldn't be at these. I wouldn't even know that Bigfoots are actually an hour, 2 hours from Fresno, California. I would have never guessed that in a million years. Are you kidding me? I would have thought Washington State or New York or Canada, Russia, but not the Sierra Mountains of Fresno, east of Fresno. In a million years, I would have never thought that. So we need to get him in here and talk about all that. There you go. I'm looking right now on Facebook, and it's pretty quiet. There's really nothing big going on. It's pretty lame. I mean, I'm trying to, I'm trying to find stuff. I've been trying to find stuff for the past couple of days, but it's been quiet. It's been really quiet, you guys. There's a lot of
that, and everybody's been sick, and we haven't been able to go out on our usual little adventures and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm barely getting over this cold. Cheryl has had it now going on 6 weeks, and
there's something.
You know what?
There's something to that.
But you know what we've realized though? The kids aren't getting sick. It's just the adults.
You know what? My doctor said something about that.
Because her kids, she's a school teacher, and her kids are not sick. My kids are not sick. It's just the adults who are getting sick, not the kids.
That's weird, and it's everywhere.
Everybody's getting it. Everybody
all across the United States.
But isn't that true, you guys? Are your kids sick? Are your kids staying home from school because they're sick because of what you have? That's cough. It's not like a fever though. It's more of a cough, congestion. Throat hurts. But no fever. It's just that. But all of the adults have it. None of the kids have it.
Yeah, and they can't get rid of it.
And it stays with them a long time. Some longer than others. And I think it has, to be honest, my wife's not going to like this, but it has to do with your health as well. And now when I say health, it's eating the right foods. Granted, she eats, organic stuff, but there's one thing she doesn't eat. I never see her. She doesn't touch fruit. She doesn't eat fruit at all. At all. Now, on the other hand, myself and my son Christian, we are fruit lovers. I mean, every night he asks for fruit, and I always make him a plate of cut oranges or apples or grapes or watermelon. Every night he'll munch a plate. I'll cut it all up in like a smorgasbord of fruit on a plate, and he'll eat it all. And every night he'll do that. And I love fruit. My parents, my dad was a farm labor contractor, So we had fruit every year round.
Right.
Peaches, nectarines, grapes, oranges. You know, you had friends who would bring him all that for free. And, you know, in the summers, I would go with my dad to the fields, and, you know, I would go out with him, and I would be in charge of cleaning the leaves off the top of the bins, and that's how I made my little money during the summer. And I would communicate with the workers, and that's how I learned a lot of my Spanish too. But grapes, oh my God, I'm a grapeaholic. You would think I'd love wine, but I'm not a wine drinker at all. It's just grapes. I love grapes, and it grew, or not grew, but it's in my son's genes, the fruit lover that he is.
Well,
but
now it's like orange season.
Yeah, and
everybody's been bringing me oranges. That means the Bigfoots
my
are
wife.
here.
That's the name. Said dark matter dropped you. Ban. Oh, they said ban JM. That's the name. Said dark matter dropped you. We didn't. Dark matter didn't drop us. We left dark matter. My wife is saying, somebody on chat is saying that dark matter dropped us. No. We left dark matter.
Yes, we did. We did not.
Yeah, we left there, just to let you guys know.
In fact, we talked about if there was a way that they wanted us to stay.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and we were trying to figure out a way to stay. But
Keith Rowland would love us to come back if we could give him the audio on podcast. But the only problem is we don't have audio. I would like to, do this as far as record the audio and put it on a podcast for a lot of people. But right now, it's like my major priority is the TV show. That's where it's going.
And I was just talking to Keith about 2-3 weeks ago about that.
Mm-hmm.
About he would love to have us back still,
right,
to this day.
Right.
And we were talking about, like, he is completely audio and we're completely video. So then when we go off on talking about, like, the video that we were talking about earlier and showing it,
yeah,
that's when we lose the viewers with
right.
Keith, because they can't. They're listening, so you have to describe everything really, really good. And we're saying, "Oh, look at that! Is that a leg?" And they can't see it.
They can't see it, right?
Yeah,
and that's the difference, and that's why we're different than a lot of those other shows, is because we're video, and it's all about showing instead of telling and talking about it. That's just it. This is where I wanted to go. This is the reason why I go back to a lot of the shows out there, the people who do the talk shows. That's all they are, is talk show hosts.
Yep.
90% of them, that's all they do. They don't go out and investigate. They just talk about.
No, they rely on people that like to investigate.
And to call in and stuff like that. But because I started the Sanger Paranormal Society in 2003, I was everywhere finding this great stuff that I had to show you guys, and that's why I started this in 2007. So that's why it's not just audio; it's audio, video, and like Alan said, it's hard because we show you guys stuff all the time, and it's hard to talk about audio. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. But we left Dark Matter Network. We didn't get dropped. And Keith Rowland, arts guy, could tell you that.
In fact, we left on good terms.
Oh, yeah.
Good terms.
Absolutely. So, I'm going through Facebook, and there's nothing right now about.
I can't believe that there's nobody out there listening that doesn't have a really good ghost story or a really good UFO story or a Bigfoot story that we haven't heard. I mean, I know that there's a ton of people out there with some great stories that they don't share, and I'd love to hear them.
Yeah, I would too. Don't be shy. I am, like I said, I'm going through Facebook right now, and it is very, very quiet. Not that much paranormal. I did run across something about Buzz Aldrin, but again, you don't have proof. I hate to talk about stuff when you don't have proof, but there's a lot of people out there talking about it. Well, let me go ahead and just read what they're saying happened to Buzz Aldrin. So let me pull it up here real quick, and let me just read it to you. Now, this is on Red Flag News. Now, Red Flag News, from what I understand, is satire, but this is what they're saying. Astronaut Buzz Aldrin tweets, "We are all in danger. It is evil itself." It is evil itself. What do you think he meant by it? Okay, I'm not saying he said this, but if this is what they are saying he tweeted, "We are all in danger. It is evil itself."
Well,
whatever it is, it's evil.
what I see that, like, they talk about aliens and stuff a lot, these astronauts, and they talk about how the government is suppressing it.
Right.
Only what I think that they're finding out, and why, because it really is evil. It isn't really aliens. It's really the dark side that's already been here, and they're not aliens. They're demons and fallen angels, and they'll take you out when you find out the truth, if you're gonna tell. And
so it says here, the United States astronaut Buzz Aldrin tweeted tweeted a message to the world using his official verified Twitter account, then strangely deleted the tweet later. His words, "We are all in danger. It is evil itself," and showed a photograph of a pyramid located at the South Pole, as shows here, and it's showing the pyramid. Mr. Aldrin, I'm thinking about, what's her face, Aldrin seems to be referring to this object as seen in an aerial photo from the Google Earth. The pyramid is located not far from the United Kingdom's Princess Elizabeth Station at the South Pole, as shown in this photo below. And I'm just looking at this photo. Boy, this reminds me of Predator versus Alien movie, where they find these pyramids. Like, I'm thinking Antarctica, if I'm not mistaken.
they showed some of that in some of the posts, that there's pyramids.
Says here, as has been reported by worldwide media, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry recently traveled to the South Pole, allegedly to become better informed about the climate change. Kerry was the highest-ranking U.S. government official ever to visit the South Pole, and his visit struck many as unusual. Few saw any purpose whatsoever to sending America's top diplomat to the furthest reaches of the earth to see ice. Now, with Buzz' tweet, its strange deletion, folks are wondering if sending America's top diplomat to no man's land perhaps had something to do with diplomacy after all. Is there some entity there with which we need diplomatic contact? If so, why did Buzz Aldrin warn that we are all in danger? Why did he call it evil itself? If there is something at the South Pole which may be evil itself, then let humanity know about it so we can all decide upon a course of action to deal with it, even if the decision is to leave it be. But since a trusted and respected astronaut has told us we are all in danger, then whatever is there has just become all of our business to decide what to do. More on this developing story as information becomes available. So, can we believe everything we read on the internet? No, we can't. Sure makes a hell of a great story because now everybody's talking about it.
True.
And only because of John Kerry's visit. Now, from what I understand, it is a fact. John Kerry was down there.
Yep.
But the question is, why would John Kerry go
Wasn't
down
it
there?
Buzz Aldrin was the one that got airlifted out?
John Glenn did. Oh, wait, who died? Who died? But
John Glenn died.
John Glenn died.
But
Yeah,
Buzz
but
Aldrin was the one that got
airlifted out. So John Glenn, but John Glenn wasn't at the South Pole though.
I think he visited it.
See, and again, I can't make sense of all this because there's so much of this going around. He wasn't. He was. He's not dead. He's dead. He got lifted out. Now I heard he's down in Ohio now at a hospital. I don't know. I don't know what to believe, to be honest. I really don't. So there you go. See what time is it? 7:21. All right. I'm going through the news feeds right now. I'm trying to find some cool stuff for you guys, but it is absolutely freaking dead out there.
There was a good question. I can't find it now. The chat's moving pretty quick.
Sorry, guys, but if there's not much stuff out there to talk about, I'm not going to make it up, and I'm not going to give you guys a bunch of crap.
Is that JM is Jeff Mandela? Is that what you're talking about? You guys?
That, as a matter of fact, she said you need to ban him, whoever that is.
Well, I banned a JM.
Okay, that's basically, they're saying that making up crap.
Well, they say he's at it again, but I don't see him.
Trolls, you gotta love trolls. All right, from Dallas, Oregon.
Cool.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, Jeff. This is Tina up in Oregon.
Tina Smith?
Yep.
Hi, Tina.
What's up?
Hey, Alan. So, since somebody was calling in, I thought I'd call and give you the lowdown on what's been happening around our place.
Oh, yeah.
And see if you think it's Bigfoot also. So, we moved here about 30 years ago, and this is, we have 20 acres on the coastal foothills in Oregon, off the Willamette Valley. And there are other ranches and acreages and farms around here. Ever since we moved here, there was always lots of pheasants and grouse. People would, this is really awful, but people would drop their rabbits when they, wouldn't control the breeding. Mm-hmm. So they would just dump their domestic rabbits off on, right by our house. So the poor rabbits were, they were thriving. And there were lots of feral cats, or domestic cats. And we used to have horses and cows, all kinds of different critters like that. Never a problem. Now, in the last 15 years, I like to go take my dogs out and walk around. We have a creek by us. I've noticed that the wildlife trails have gone from 6 inches to like 12 to 18 inches wide. And we don't have a bunch of kids. It's just a bunch of old people that live on our road. And so there's no kids running around or dogs running around because we've had cougar sightings. So everybody keeps their animals close just because of that. And, I didn't really pay attention to that until my husband has had a bunch of surgeries. So we were out walking on the road, and we smelled something dead. Well, people hit deer on this road that crosses our road, and so they will come dump it down the cliff by our road, and of course it stinks to high heaven. So I thought, some idiots hit a deer and dumped it, or they poached it. No big deal. And we walked down, and then we came back, and we couldn't smell it anymore. So I started hiking up and down the cliff, up the hill, looking for the carcass. There's no carcass anywhere. There's nothing dead anywhere. And so I just kind of looked at each other like, well, where'd the smell go? I don't know, So we went on home. And then, now I texted to Diane after she had her whistling incident. So we have a Great Pyrenees puppy. She's 94 pounds now, but she still acts like a puppy. And then I have a standard poodle who's brain dead. And I went out to close the chickens up by the barn, and the dogs immediately ran out the back, and all the dogs in the neighborhood were going nuts. Anyway, so I thought, I'll bet that cougar's out and about. So I walked to the back of the barn to get the Pyrenees. You know, and I was yelling at her, lady, come here. And, of course, she wasn't paying any attention. She's standing on the hillside barking. All of a sudden, I hear this monotone whistle. It was just a long, drawn-out, long, single-note whistle. I used to be a music major. And it lasted for like 20 to 30 seconds. And I thought, I thought, the damn neighbors are whistling at the dog, you know, causing problems. And so I was stomping my foot on the trailer. Lady, you come here right now. And all of a sudden, the whistle changed. Like if you're looking up about maybe, 45 degrees, and you look to the 2 o'clock position, that's where the whistle is coming from. Then now suddenly after me going, lady, come here, stomp, stomp, stomp. All of a sudden the whistle's over here at 10 o'clock. And I'm looking up on the road going, what? That's really mean. You know, I was kind of getting pissed. So I stopped again and said, you know, we said bad words. And the lady came down and we went into the house. Now, I've been listening to your show for a long time and doing lots of studying. And my husband and I started talking. And I'm going, you know, with all the Bigfoot reports that I listen to, things are starting to chill here. I know we're sick. And I thought, what if? You know, it's obvious they're up there because our National Guard have talked about seeing them in the valley down from Valsets and the Valley of the Giants. Okay, so they know, I know they're up there. Plus on the reservation, that's about 20 miles away, I think it is, they've had reports of them there. So I thought, well, what if they are coming down? What if in the last 100 years, since we're not, us natives aren't shooting anything that comes into our territory, or we're not immigrants that are freaked out by all the wild animals, what if the fact that we're not shooting everything that moves, that they're getting bolder and they're coming in close? Because face it, we're sloppy. You know, they can get lots of food from us. So it only makes sense they would adjust like raccoons and possums. You know, those guys live right in the city because they know where the food is. So the other night we're sitting here, there's a little bit more evidence than Elsa Dog, but we're sitting here and all of a sudden, now we haven't heard coyotes in like 10 years around here. They're always way off. And I've got game trail cams around on the property, and all I ever get are, I've gotten a coyote once, and of course raccoons and possums and my dogs, and then our cats. Yeah, but I did get the cougar on the trail cam, so that was pretty interesting to see that guy. And I figure I'd never get, you know, Bigfoots if they're here because they're too smart. So we're sitting here, and all of a sudden we hear the coyotes going off. And they're not just going off, they are screaming. I don't know if you've ever heard coyotes when they are being attacked or in a fight, but they scream. And they started screaming across. They ran across our pasture, and then they ran up by the house. We have a fence, fortunately, about 100 feet from the house, and they ran up that pasture and down our driveway and up into the hills. And we just looked at each other like, wow, that was weird. You know, what would be chasing coyotes? Well, a cougar might. And then I started to think, well, wait a minute. Not only do we have a great deer population around here, but it's reduced. It's not as prevalent as it was. The Bigfoots go after deer. And then we started talking about, hey, we don't see rabbits anymore. There are no pheasants anymore. There are no grouse. There are no stray cats anymore. So all of this little population
It's just disappearing.
gone.
It's disappearing, huh?
Yes.
Something is scaring them.
Yeah.
Something is scaring them away,
Or
or
eating
they're getting eaten.
I think they're getting eaten.
Yeah.
Now, the other night, this is like 3 or 4 nights ago, and again, I sent this tonight. I go to the kitchen window, and I look right across our middle pasture is the neighbors. And I could see their window, and I thought, oh, they're not putting any Christmas lights up. And then I saw these two funny blue-green kind of reflector light things.
Oh, I think I saw
And I'm
that
going,
picture.
those are weird. And I'm looking, and I probably looked at them for about maybe 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. And I just kind of walked away and shook my head. Did some other stuff, and then went back in the kitchen for something else, and they were gone. Those lights were gone. Then I started thinking. In the morning, I walked out to the garden, and I couldn't find any footprints because it's really thick, grassy, weed, green area there. And I looked, and I realized, oh, my God, those eyes were next to the post on the outside of the garden, and they were a good foot higher than the tallest wire that we have around the garden to keep the deer out. So that's they had to be 8 to 9 foot up.
Wow.
And I thought, you know what? There's only one thing that does that.
Mhm.
Looks like that. Or could do that.
Huh. That's awfully tall, don't you think?
Yeah. That's a little tall.
Right. People think that, and we've said it before, Bigfoots are no longer in the mountains.
Or
And
they
I bet-
they always been down
that-
here and we just didn't know.
They've always been down here,
Right.
and we mistaken the noises for dogs in the trash can,
Yep.
for growls of, they could be dog, could be bear, like I said, we are now getting sightings on the Kings River down
Yeah.
here on the valley floor. And we've gotten a lot of reports, not just one, a lot. So don't tell me that these things are not down here, because they are. And that's why on our first episode for TV, we're going to tell people, and they're going to say we're on crack.
Yeah, I know.
But this is the reason why I want to show it out, spell it out, that 3 separate people, families who don't know each other, who live within 4-5 miles of each other, and one even
Yeah.
a block away, all witnessed something similar a year apart.
it is.
Then then at that point in time, they're going to have to stop, and before they say anything else, have to really think about what we just presented to them on TV.
Right.
Because these
And
are,
I really think that's a good thing, because I think we really need to be aware. We need to know what's out there.
yes.
And I think we are asleep. If we're not up in the middle of the night, you don't know what's cruising out.
Oh no, exactly. Our backyard is, we have a golf course, and then right in the middle of the golf course and us is a train track.
Oh,
And our dogs sometimes go crazy at frickin' 2:00 in the morning. And we've heard coyotes, a pack of coyotes going down there, but
Right.
we're in the city almost. So what are
Yeah.
the coyotes doing here? And what, I've heard stories of, and you've heard them too, where people have seen Bigfoots when you're looking at a train and it's going by on the tracks.
Yeah.
They have seen Bigfoots hitchhiking in the middle of these cars, where they connect each other,
Yeah.
and they're kicking it on there, and they're riding these trains to different
Oh, I didn't
locations.
know that.
Yes.
They see them in
Wow.
Oregon. They see them
Yes.
in Oregon all the time. Like the the one that comes from California and goes through Klamath Falls and it eventually winds up in Washington, I think. The Starlighter or whatever they call it. They see that one with those trains. The people on the train see them all the time, like the train will the one that's carrying cargo.
The coupling area.
Yeah, the one that's on cargo. It'll be sitting off the side of the track, and then they go by real slow, and they're seeing them, looking out the window.
Right.
Oh, jeez Louise.
And it'll be in the middle of nowhere where it's happening at. So
Yeah, they're smart. They're adapting.
Yeah, yes, they are, and they probably have been for a long time. They're smart. They're not.
And what do? They study us when they're not hunting for food or doing what they do. Let's go look at the interesting humans.
Yeah,
they're kind of nuts.
And when people go camping, those things are right on the tree line, and they're watching them play. Like they've been watching Christina at the Tule Res for years, and her not even knowing that they're there. And all of a sudden we arrive and start knocking, and all of a sudden they start yelling.
I've always wondered if maybe that key was something from her childhood.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That she wouldn't remember.
Right, that she lost maybe?
Or they took.
That's right.
Maybe she lost. Oh, she took, yeah.
They took it from her.
Christina, I know she's listening. She had a dinner date to go, or tonight, and afterwards she was going to come and watch. But Christina, think about that.
Well, they remember that stuff.
Yeah.
They study us.
Yeah. So when we were there and we signified to them that, hey, we know you guys are out there, they went, okay, now we need to tell her, hey, we have been here all this time. Here is the key that you lost many moons ago. We found it. Here it is. Wow.
Or they took it.
Yeah, that was definitely a gift.
Like it might have been like in their door.
Well, it was no. It was the master lock key. Matter of fact, I have a similar key like that, but no, it's for a master lock. For a master lock. And
I think that they took it.
Yeah, exactly what it was. Padlock. Yes.
Yeah.
And they might have took the padlock too.
I don't know, but I don't know. If she has had any, she would have told us if she's had any other. But it's winter now, not winter. But
no, I've been reading her stuff on Facebook. She has been having some things happen at her house.
Oh, they're coming down even down there. That's even better.
Yeah. Well, she lives right by the river. You can look out her window and see the river.
Oh, really? Wow.
Those things love the river.
Wow.
Hint, hint, hint.
We got a creek right by us.
Yeah.
There's
water. You got to have water to survive,
Yep.
Wow, very cool. Well, you know what?
Well, I think that's great that you guys are going to do that for your first episode.
Oh, yeah.
I try and warn people, and they look.
Yeah.
They look at me like I'm nuts.
Right.
Whatever.
Right. And you're going to hear from the farmer. Now, the farmer, Mr. Keith, is well known in Fresno County. He knows everyone. And I mean, when I say everyone, he knows congressmen, representatives, the mayor, sheriffs, police, congressmen, councilmen. Yeah. He knows everybody. This guy is up. Trust me when I say everybody knows who this guy is. All right?
That'd be a good witness.
Yeah, so for him to come out and say this, but also having these other people witness similar events not too far from his house, they can't say that, okay, he's out of his mind, because I can tell you right now, he's not. I can't wait, and I'm hoping that, and I know for a fact our production crew is going to be able to tell the story and put it and edit it correctly to say, hey, wait a minute, don't make fun of this guy, because two other people witnessed something similar not too far away from his
house. Especially when they count up the 5 Bigfoots. Yeah. And I mean, that's a weird number to report.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, and then you get it 3 times.
But no, 2 times.
That's 2 times.
Yeah. But also, when you have Bigfoot sightings and you hear that on TV, and I don't care what shows they're on, Monsters and Mysteries, you never hear of a family.
Right.
You only hear of one sighting, one Bigfoot.
Right.
That's it. Never a bunch of them. I've never heard that ever.
In fact, I have friends that when I start talking about this, they say, there's only one Bigfoot. and this guy gets around, you know what I mean? Like, he was just in Whitehall, you know, and then the next thing you know, he's over here with, rolling around in an orange field.
Yeah.
You know.
That's when you say, you know what, you need to go away. 'Cause there's no way you can convince somebody they don't know.
They have no idea.
They have no idea. No idea.
They're not following anything.
Right.
They think it's kind of...
Yeah. So, all right, Tina, thank you for calling. Keep those
Hey, you're welcome.
keep those
You guys
keep those cameras
have a
going,
good
and
evening.
if you get something, you make sure you send it to me, man.
Yeah, I will. I think what I'm going to do is do what Christina does, and then just slowly pan and see if I can catch anything that way.
Yeah.
You
that
know,
would do
you
it.
can get CCTV cameras, closed circuit TV cameras or the DVR, and
That's a good idea,
actually
too.
put them in your house,
Right.
but aiming out the window.
Oh,
and
okay.
That way, they after a while they'll not be thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, okay.
if you have it on the eaves or put it on the outside, then they're kind of like, whoa, something's new. You know?
Well, you have to be careful too because of the infrared LEDs.
Mhm.
If at nighttime they're gonna shine and hit off the window, and it might reflect.
They'll see that, yeah.
Yeah, but only they won't see nothing in the daytime after a while.
No.
They move in the daytime too. Most everybody
right.
says they're night guys. Hey, they are day guys too.
Well, yeah. Well, look at what we got up here, and those are during the day.
We've
so.
got a
Oh,
lot from the
fantastic.
day.
All right, Tina.
Well,
Thank you.
I'll try that, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling.
Bye, Tina.
Hey,
See ya.
have a good night.
Have a good night. Bye. We got a message from Jimbo on the chat. He actually went and took some snapshots of the video, and he sent them to us. I'm going to show that to you really quick.
Yeah, good stuff, Jimbo. Thank you.
So this is what he sent over. And they're still pixelated, sort of, kind of.
That's because it was moving.
Yeah.
The video was moving.
Yeah, so you would have to, right, let me just see. Okay, so there's one photograph. I don't see anything yet there. Nothing there. Now, okay. So here, if you look, am I showing it? Let me make sure I'm showing it. Yeah, I'm showing it. So here is where we're looking at, and I'm circling it right now, right? Okay, so I'm going to move up. Oops. I'm going to move up the next picture. And now you see it.
And there he
and there
is.
he is right there. See it?
Man,
From
what
there
a trip.
to there. And actually he circled it for us, so that's cool. It's like I said, it's pixelated. It's better if you see the video, but he was able to do that. Now, it moved.
See, he's circling what I was seeing.
I think what you saw was...
That gray thing right there. Like, look up in the top picture.
Oh,
it's
shit.
not there.
Oh, shit. No, it is. It's right there.
Yeah, but it's not as big. Watch, when you go down, it is huge. And then it's gone again.
No, it's still right there, isn't it?
No.
Oh, crap.
Watch, let me show you.
So,
Okay, you see it?
well, it's
Look right.
right there.
This right here.
That thing?
Yeah, now go down. It's gone. Like, what was that? It's huge, whatever it is.
But it's white.
It's way up in the tree. Yeah, I know.
So you're,
but what is
you're
it?
talking about that thing then.
Yeah. And if you go up, it's not in it. It's not in it in the up either.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It actually is in the next one after it moves behind the tree.
See, now that looks like a frickin' person. Well, I'm not saying it's a person.
Well, I mean, a Bigfoot looks like a person.
Yeah, but look at it looks like a stick man. You see, the leg.
Mhm.
There's the arms. I mean, You guys see that? That's what we were looking at on the video. But this thing here, so being that it was white, see, now I have to go back to the video.
He says go to the bottom ones. I guess he zoomed in. I guess we are at the bottom
Yeah,
ones,
that is
huh?
the bottom one right there. And then all the way to the top.
Pretty good stuff there. It's a lot easier to look than having to replay the video back and forth and back and forth.
So there's that one.
Okay, he said the first 3 images are 3, 2, 1. Then the next set are 1, 2, 3.
Got it. Okay, so that's the third shot with the object. And again, I was trying to see, was that Robert? But Robert has a white shirt.
Right.
All right, that's all black.
Yep.
All right. So that's 3. This is the second shot, and he's talking about this white object here, or a blur object of some type. And then it's here again. Okay, so there's 1, then it moves to there, then it moves to there.
Man, what if that's the butt? Okay.
Well,
what if this right here is the butt, and those 2 things are its arms?
well, that is that is.
That is.
Well, or his front. But no, you're looking at you're right. Those
like
his
only half of him.
that's
right?
his arms. Yeah, he's like this with his leg bent.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh wow.
No,
Look
no,
at
no.
that.
No, that's. Let me go back. I don't know how I did that. Oh, there you go.
How'd you
But
do
no,
that?
it looks like it looks like a stick man.
It does.
All right, and there it is. It so there it is, guys. Well, thank Jimbo for doing that for us.
Thank you, Jimbo. Good job, buddy.
So there it is. I don't know what it is, guys. I don't think it's Robert. I really don't. I don't think it's Robert. Now, you guys have to remember this.
So you know, like somebody says, are those guys getting enough to eat? Okay. I actually think they're moving down here more so than ever because there is nothing to eat up there. Except for pine beetles that are eating the trees. I mean, all the critters are gone. I mean, the place is so dried out, it's ready to burn. It really is. I mean, if something caught up there, that place, all the trees are dead. And everything's all dried out. Maybe not now after this storm, but it has to grow still, and it's not going to grow in the winter. But down here, we water it, we maintain it, and the oranges are coming in right now. Tangerines, oranges, lemons, all that is coming through for the next 3 or 4 months. They're going to be down here, and in fact, that's where they're hanging right now.
Now, you got to remember, there's a lot of farms everywhere. Farms, what do they have? They have sheep, goat, pigs, animals galore. And they know they have mountain lions and coyotes because they're all over the place. So when they lose, and I don't want to say a pet or it could be a lamb or a goat, they think that, oh crap, a mountain lion got in and took Henry,
or a coyote,
got in here and took,
That is what they say too.
They're not going to think of Bigfoot, and in a million years they're not going to think that. All right, so they're going to blame it to a wild critter. Now, there are thousands of farmers out there, of ranches. They all have the same thing. So don't think this one Bigfoot's going to stick around one ranch and get all of his and eat all of his livestock, because then the farmer is going to know something is up. Bigfoots are smart. They're going to move to the next ranch maybe a mile away, and then they'll snag something there. Then they'll go back the opposite way for 2 more miles and snag something there.
And they won't eat everything off the tree either, because that's like a dead giveaway that they were there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they'll leave some. And in fact, I was reading some Native American stuff. That's what the Native Americans do. Like in the, back before everything, where things were wild, they would never eat everything off the trees or anything.
Because that would tell people that there is humans around.
Well, they
right?
No, it was like they had to leave an offering for their god, so that there would be more next time. You know what I mean? If they didn't rob it all gone, they didn't never take everything. In fact, a lot of it they left. If it was in a Sasquatch border area of where they know they're close. When they hunted, they would leave a back strap and maybe a hind quarter or something like that of a deer for the Bigfoot, the liver, the heart, some of the best pieces of the deer. They would leave it for the Bigfoots. So I mean, it's almost like the Bigfoots do the same thing.
Well,
with them, they don't take all of it.
Well,
because,
to me, it would, for Bigfoot to snag every single piece of orange in somebody's backyard.
Oh, it'd be a dead giveaway.
It'd be a dead giveaway. That's basically telling them, hey, something climbed over my fence and ate all this.
A homeless person.
Yeah, but see, they're thinking when they walk, they try to cover their tracks because they don't want people to see their big feet. And somebody to look down and say, what the heck is this 13-inch foot? Somebody's barefoot has 13-inch. They would, rat them out. So they're thinking the same way. They can't leave evidence, and leaving evidence is just that. Taking every single fruit off a tree or eating every single goat in the pen. Because that would just, wait a minute, a coyote would not take 4 of our goats.
No.
It would just take 1 and leave. What could come and climb over the fence or unhook the chain or whatever to get in here and take all 4 and not leave any type of evidence like footprints or anything like that. So they're smart. Bigfoots are smart. Simple as that. I mean, how do you think they've stayed hidden this long? They get up when we're asleep. They're up at 1 o'clock in the morning, walking around until 4 o'clock in the morning, because that's when Keith saw the 5 Bigfoots. He was out watering his organic lemons at freaking 2 o'clock in the morning, driving his tractor, when he saw the 5 on his property, plus the 2. To this day, I don't know. We'll have to talk to him even more, or you guys are going to have to talk to him even more about what do you think those 2 guys were in the camouflage? Were they pig hunting on his property, and they were going after this one pig, and then all of a sudden, just by luck and coincidence, these 5 Bigfoots were also tracking this one big ass pig and snagged it, or was it military hunting those guys?
I don't know. I often wondered about that, and they hightailed it quick.
Both of them did. I mean, the 5 and the 2.
Yeah, I mean, like the 5 Bigfoots went one way, and those other guys headed for the corner of the property and over the fence and gone. But in total military camouflage and all that. So
I'd like
hard
to know.
tell.
It's hard. I like to get from him what type of camouflage. What were they hunting stuff on, or were they wearing?
Because you don't need camouflage to hunt pigs. I mean,
well, if you're on private property.
Maybe, to hide from the owner.
The whole owner, but the question is, I want to know if he actually had a good look at the weapons they had. I remember him saying something about AR-15s.
See, that wouldn't be
hunting pigs. You had to be something bigger than that.
Well, longer, right?
Right.
See, like AR-15's got a little short barrel. That means it's not real accurate, and a smaller bullet.
Right.
So you'd want at least a bigger bullet and a longer barrel so that it would be more accurate. You could place your shot.
Right.
You could probably kill a Bigfoot with
223s. That's
a little bit little for a pig.
Yeah.
And that's about the size of what an AR-15 is.
Right. That's not very big at all.
226 or something.
Huh.
It's been a long time since I played with guns.
Yeah.
But
I have a 30-06 and I haven't shot it yet.
Really? Oh, we should shoot that.
I haven't shot that yet. So, Shotgun, yes. The 9, yes, but not my 30-06. And the reason why I got the 30-06, guys, for the big guy, in case for the attack.
See, what's cool about 30-06s is if you reload, or I guess even if you don't, you can buy heavier bullets with more powder and for the bigger things, like a 185 grain bullet, or you could go all the way down to like 120 grain or 100 grain bullet and shoot smaller stuff and not blow it up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Boom.
if you shot it with a 185, say like a rabbit or something, it would just
Where's the rabbit?
yeah. But if you had a smaller bullet, then like with deer, I used about 150 grain, and with pigs, I use 165 grain bullet. And I mean, and then bear, I made sure it was like 185 grains. And I think they even go higher than that. I only reloaded in that range though, but it had way, like, out of all the calibers, it had a real wide range of what. In fact, California might decide to be into reloading, because now everybody has to pay for a background check to buy ammo.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't believe they passed that. That's like the stupidest thing. That's going to keep bad guys without stuff. I doubt it.
No, they're just going to make their own.
Right, like I'm going to do.
Right. No. Well, guys, we have a couple minutes left. We're done for the day. We're going to be busy.
I'm gone.
From now until, man, we got 26 episodes to shoot, man. We are going to be so freaking busy. I will let you know if we're going to have a show next Sunday. We probably, well, it's, again, I don't know. We're going to be filming on the weekends a lot. We're going to be filming in here. The TV show is going to be shot in here, guys. Simple as that. But it's going to be less. I'm not going to have all this crap on the side of me. Obviously, you can't see it. But it's going to, we're going to condense everything. The Bigfoot's not going to be back there. The alien's not going to be back there. Not for TV. TV, my whole intent on TV is to make non-believers believers. And in order to do that, we have to be serious. And if you were to turn on the TV and see this show and then see this Bigfoot behind me, you would think, oh my God, these guys are doofuses. They're not serious and they're having fun. I plan to have fun in this show. We're going to be serious as well. My intent, again, is to convince people what we have is real. And I know they're real because we are the ones who got the stuff, the evidence. I know the people who have given us the evidence. But
we
now,
check them out. It isn't like It isn't like they call in and we go, oh man, this is for sure. We go out to their house and we wander around and we look for evidence.
Yes, and if it's a photograph or a video, then I send it to Mickey and he takes a look at it, or even Robert Scott. He's pretty good at computers too now. So they're still looking at the pterodactyl, how do you convince somebody that we actually got a photograph of a pterodactyl? I mean,
in the middle of town.
Yeah, but then you have to say, like for example, the production crew that I met, I told them about the pterodactyl, and they're going, yeah, right, but then you have to tell them the location. And then after the location, then you need to tell. Then I sent him the clippings of the L.A. at the time. I don't think it was the Times back then, but it was the L.A. newspaper, the L.A. Times. In 1890 something, they actually had expeditions that they on horseback from L.A. to Selma, California, for what? To hunt pterodactyls. This came out in the newspaper. So when I showed the production crew this, they have to stop and say, wait a minute. You're telling me this is actual real newspaper clippings from the Los Angeles Times? And I say, yes. Then I have to tell them, we've gotten reports on McCall Avenue between Selma and Jensen Avenue. And now we get this photograph over Fresno? You can't really say anything at that point until we have to verify now is the photograph real. All right? So it's going to be up to us to show you, because, you know, all the new people now on TV have never even heard of us. Don't even know what we're about. Sanger Paranormal Society is nothing to them. Paranormal Central is nothing to them. We're going to be coming across people who have never even heard of us. They're going to wonder, how in the hell did they get all this stuff? I don't understand. I mean, you're showing me this video of this creature. That's got to be fake. Why wouldn't I hear this on CNN or Fox or ABC or NBC? Why am I hearing it or seeing it for the first time on a paranormal show on the CW? Are you kidding me? All right. So it is up to the producers and the writers and the directors to put the package together, the case together, to tell people who are non-believers, this is what we actually got. This is Mr. Keith. Listen to him. Oh, by the way, somebody he does not know 2 miles down the road witnessed 5 more creatures. Oh, by the way, 2 children a half a block from this other guy's house witnessed a large furry creature walk into this berry bush and simply walked in to hide himself from these 2 kids.
And we think he was like living in a pear cactus patch.
There was all kinds of food there.
Yeah.
But
even you could eat the pear cactus.
And and right where that guy got the footprint was a football field away.
Yeah.
Okay? That's just, you got to be freaking kidding me. This is awesome stuff, man. And it is up to us now to put it together in 44 minutes to say, hey, look, you guys, there is something really happening in our world when we're asleep. Man, we have some hairy creatures walking around.
Yeah, and in one place, according to these people, they're running and jumping from rooftop to rooftop, knocking their garbage cans over. You know, like you would think it's just a pack of dogs and some raccoons.
A cat, or right.
I mean, I found tracks of a raccoon that had to be as big as a dog, like a German Shepherd. It was huge. I mean, big old.
Yeah, I know. I saw those.
I mean, it was a raccoon for sure, but he was a monster.
Yep. So,
you know, maybe we should get pictures of him. Nobody would believe me.
Yeah, we need to go out. We need to go back out there. So, all right. Well, guys, that's it for us. I appreciate you guys showing up wherever you guys are. For Jeffrey Gonzalez and Ellen Thomas, and we'll see you guys next Sunday, same time. Okay? You guys take care. Have a good night. Bye.
You have been listening to Paranormal Central with Jeffrey Gonzalez and Alan Thomas, broadcasting worldwide at paranormalcentral.net and on artbell.com. Stay tuned for next time. Remember to keep your eyes to the skies, and we hope you witness something you cannot explain.